have my cell phone kind of janky set up there. Just replacing this light switch with a smart switch. I already took the faceplate off. So for these screws here, you're undoing them. Don't undo them all the way. Do that one a little bit, that one a little bit, and then loosen the plug off the wall. The reason for that is because there should be little cardboard type little tiny square things that hold the screw in place. So the purpose of those, and I'll show you in a second if you don't know already, is so that you can take the screw out the screws don't fall out. So there's a little cardboard piece on the back that supports that. No big deal. You take the screws out so they fall out on the floor and you pick them up, whatever. But when you're putting this, if you're reusing this, it's nice to have the screws attached to it. All right. So here we've got just a regular switch, so it's hot in and hot out. And where did I put that smart switch? It's over here. So the smart switch, that's got, you're dealing with one wire there. Here you're dealing with 4 wires. So it's hot, ground, neutral, and out. So I think I'm going to have to remove this guy, which I've got rigged up in this room for a ceiling fan. Hoping I didn't have to take that one out, but just to get to the wires that I need to get to, they're behind this one. So again, just loosen this off a little bit. Pop that away from the wall. That'll free up those I don't know, screw holders. If you don't loosen the top and bottom one, just the pressure of the light switch against there, you'll lose those little thingies. This one has them on there. This one doesn't even have them, so no matter. So again, this dimmer switch for that, it is a dimmer switch that's meant for ceiling fans. So that's just the hot wire into the dimmer switch going to the ceiling fan. This is the one I want to mess with. There's my hot, there's my neutral, and ground is at the back. So let's get this switch out of here and then take it from there. I'm going to see what I'm going to do here. That one there, I can tell that that's the hot line in because of these wires. And there's only a single wire going out up to the light switch. So this is my hot in. And I've got a junction off of that to this one here. This switch here because it needs a hot as well. So I'm going to take all this out and probably have to rejig it a little bit. wire is going to be connected to the red wire on the smart switch. And that's my hot wire. In front of the camera here, but I don't really have any better angle to put this camera at. I hope I'm not standing in front of it too much of the time. Really use like a body cam or something for this little job. You may notice this house was built in the 70s when apparently copper was more expensive than aluminum. Maybe it still is, I don't know. But a lot of the wiring in this house is aluminum. And I've replaced as much of it as I can get access to, but some of these are really hard to do because these go all the way down to the basement to the breaker board. But what I do is I've got a flux on there. It's a aluminum to copper bonding flux or electrical flux. The purpose of that is to, from what I understand, is to prevent the aluminum from shrinking, because it does shrink over time, and that's what causes issues with it. Not short circuits, but open circuits and sparking and things. Okay, so that's my power in. So I put this guy back on there. Again, that's for
use with ceiling fans only.
Now, one thing might be a little tricky. I shouldn't be too loud because when I replaced this box, I put the box is grounded, and I left all the screws in the back. So first thing I want to do is get the switch is going to go in this way. So I'll get this green wire on the ground. I don't know if it's really necessary to ground it first, but the reason I'm grounding it first is because I have access to that screw right there. Don't have the right bit for it, so it works. Worked. I should just use a little bit of screwdriver for this. Just don't have a regular screwdriver handy. Pop that out a bit. Oh, get that green one in there. Oh no, my camera's falling down. Tape's coming loose. Nope. I should be just using a regular screwdriver for this so I don't have to fool around with this power one. Ground. The next easy one is hot. I'll trim that guy a little bit. Put that on there. Twist it on. Twist them together if you want, but that's kind of the purpose of these things. nice and snug. And next one I gotta get in there is neutral. I am gonna just temporarily put one on there as a marker. Gotta get at this neutral guy here. So on the neutral of the outlet, so I'm going to take off a little bit more white, strip a little bit more off of it. Got one around that way. See these ones here, these black ones, they are meant for aluminum. Copper. Retain that one for the use here. Pull this around a little bit if I can. That. You kind of want, when you're doing this, to might be too much for this one, but we'll see. Get it? Wait, maybe a bigger one. When you're putting these on there, if you wrap that wire around the other one, always go this way around, because when you're turning this on, it'll grab it better. There we go. And the final one is the hot. And we'll do the same with the hot that we did with the neutral. Trim this a little bit. Strip a little more wire off it. And that is also an aluminum to copper connection, so use the proper Moret for that. Arrows bark. Yeah, I should have turned the power off. You know, I didn't. Kind of running the risk of blowing this switch out by doing this and getting electrocuted, but whatever. I do recommend that you turn the power off for this. There we go. It's all connected. You can see the light went on. Well, I hope this is actually recording something. Guess we'll see in a minute. Alright. That does not sound like it's going to hold. Let's get this packed back in there. Look at that. That green light blinking means that it hasn't been set up on the Wi-Fi yet. I'm thinking. I haven't read the manual, so I don't know. That's pressed in. This is pretty deep here, so I just have to be wary of that as I'm pushing these into place. This one's more shallow, so put this on this side. The bulk of the junctions I'll put on this side. Wrestle it in there. Just don't snug it up all the way. Or those three men. Fan still works. Light works. So let's get this guy paired up. We should be good to go. Hey folks, we're just rocking it out here in the shop. I better actually turn that off. Copyright. There. Yep. All right. So what I got going here is just the demo for the setup rather of the GoSund. I'll switch this over. Watch. There you go. So this came as a 2-pack here. I installed the other one, and I'm just going to go through the demo of how to set that up on your home wireless network. So I got a little kit together here. My phone for the app. There's an LED light for the demo, and just a power cord there. So let's get this all wired up and get to it. Okay, so we're all wired up here, and let's get to the GoSund app. GoSund app is available, QR code there on the back of the box. This came as a 2-pack, by the way. One I already installed, and spare one here I'm using for the demo. So let's get to it here. Kind of angled my phone best I could to avoid reflection. Get this plugged in. So we're on fast blink. So fast blink means it's ready to pair. If it doesn't fast blink, you're supposed to push and hold that for 5 seconds until it does fast blink. So let's get to, where's the GoSund app? Right there. Add a device. Discovering devices. We'll just watch for that. There, that turned off. So either it didn't find it. Well, I guess it's not really too many other options. Either it didn't find it, it did, or it's malfunctioning. I don't want to add that device. I don't know what that is. I don't have a GoSund. I don't have a GoSund camera. Oh well, I just added the neighbor's camera to my. Unless it detected my Ring, whatever it is, doorbell as a whatever. It found the smart dimmer right there. Guess I'm gonna get rid of. I don't know what it is. Okay, smart dimmer. On, off, on, oops. And you can see that it's, maybe not, but that way. So it's functioning. Turn that off. Let's go back and give this a name so we can recognize it a little better. This one doesn't have a home yet, so I'm just going to call it Smart Dim. And there it is. So I have on my Google Home, I've got GoSund synchronized, or linked rather, with Google Home. So if I go to Google, I don't know, it takes a few minutes to synchronize, so it might not show up, but let's see. Probably show up as a unassigned device. There it is. It's already there. Smart Dim. So the reason I link these apps with Google Home is Google Home provides like a central management interface for all the devices. I have several of the GoSund devices, but I also have two brands. And as long as they say works with Google, yeah, I think it works with Google is the term, then you can link their app with the Google Home app. Pretty straightforward to do. It's part of the setup process. Link with Google, blah blah blah. So let's just make sure that this one works within on 1%. If we go into it. Yep, works. I think that's it. I feel like I'm forgetting something. That was too easy. But maybe you guys have done it a few times. I tried to include some details there. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Oh, look at that. You can dim it right from there too. I did not know that. Isn't that cool? Alright, let's start up the disco dance again here. Oh, it also works manually, by the way.